Hey everybody, today I'm doing a cut crease. It has been a while, so here we go. I started with applying some sticky tape, and the first shade that I'm going in with is Noir by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a matte black eyeshadow which I use almost every day. I'm using a Sigma eyeliner brush to create my crease line. I will mention all the brushes that I use in this video in the description bar together with a discount code in case you're curious. So I'm just creating a line where I want my crease to be, but I'm basically following my own crease line, so when I open my eyes it will kind of fall in my crease line. Not sure how to pronounce it in English. English isn't my birth language, so sometimes I find some steps very hard to explain. That's why I show all the steps that I do very long instead of cutting everything, so I can really show how I'm doing it. So what I'm basically doing is following my natural crease line. If you have any questions about this step, leave them down in the comments below. Now I'm going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Day Rate eyeshadow. This will be my transition shade. So I'm blending this right above the crease line. And for those who don't know what a transition shade is, this is the first shade that I will use to create a sort of sunset on my eyes. You always need more colors to create a very nice transition. So now I'm using the Carnival eyeshadow by Makeupgeek. It's a very pretty violet purple shade. And I'm blending this also right above the crease line, but I'm keeping it a bit lower. So now you can see why I used the shade that I used before. You can see that I'm now applying this purple shade in the middle, and you can see the transition shade a little bit above it, which creates a very nice transition, and it will make it look very nice blended. Now I'm going back in with the Day Rate eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is just to be sure that everything is well blended out. So I'm just going back in with my blending brush and blending around the edges. Now I'm using the Morphe 35B eye palette, and I'm using the darkest purple shade. I'm blending this right on top of the crease line that I created before. Now I'm going back in with the Carnival eyeshadow by Makeupgeek. And I'm blending this right above the purple eyeshadow. I'm also going a little bit over it, just to kind of melt these two together. Now I'm going back in with the Day Rate eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is just to make sure again that everything is well blended out. So I'm just going around all the edges and just sweep that brush back and forth. This will always make a difference. Now I'm going in with the black eyeshadow from the Morphe 35B eye palette. I wanted my crease at the outer part a little bit more intense, so I'm using a very tiny brush, and I'm applying this at the point where I also started creating my crease, and I'm softly blending this a little bit upwards. Now I'm going back in with the dark purple eyeshadow from the palette, and I'm blending this at the edges of where I place the black eyeshadow. Always when you go in with a dark eyeshadow, make sure to go in with a lighter shade at the edges to make sure you blend it out so it doesn't look very harsh. Now I'm using a white eye pencil to carve out my crease. This will make it look way sharper, and I will also fill in my whole eyelid as a base for the shades that I will apply on my eyelid. And the eye pencil that I'm using is by Essence. It's just a simple white eye pencil. It's very cheap. I think it's like $2, so just use any white eye pencil that you have at home. Now I'm using the white eyeshadow from the Morphe Certifeye eye palette, and I will use this to set my whole eyelid. Because the pencil that I used on my eyelid is a cream texture, it can tend to crease, so it's important that you set it with some powder. Now I'm going in with Beaches and Cream eyeshadow by Makeupgeek. And I will apply this kinda at the middle part, inner part of my eyelid. And I'm going for a ombre effect on my eyelid today with all kind of warm tones. Now I'm going in with the Burnt Orange eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm placing this right next to it. So like the same thing that I did in my crease, I went in with a light first shade. I did the same at my eyelid. You always need to go in with a lighter shade first to create a nice transition. So when you do a ombre on the eyelid, you also need to go in with a lighter shade. So now on my eyelid you can see that it's going from lighter to dark. I know this takes more time, but the end result will be very nice. Just be patient and take your time with this. Now I'm using the shade Sienna by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a very dark brown, warm toned eyeshadow, very gorgeous. I'm using this at the end of my eyelid. I decided to use some black at the outer part of my eyelid, so that's what I'm doing. I'm blending this right at the outer edge of my eyelids, and I'm also trying to blend it towards the black eyeshadow that I applied at my crease line, just to get everything together. Now I'm using the shade Sienna by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going back in with this shade to kind of blend out the black eyeshadow, because at this moment it looks kind of harsh. So I'm blending this at the outer edge of where I applied the black. I'm going to blend it towards the brown shades that I applied on my eyelid. Now I'm using the Sigma Wicked Gel Eyeliner, one of my favorite eyeliners. I have a discount code in the description bar, and today I'm going for a winged eyeliner. I have a full video on how I do my eyeliner. I will also link it down in the description bar in case you're curious how I exactly do my eyeliner. Now I'm using the MAC graphblack technakohl liner for in my waterline. This is one of my favorite eye pencils for in my waterline. I still tend to get a little bit watery eyes, so it's not my dream pencil, but for now it's working. I'm going back in with the black eyeshadow from the Morphe Certifeye eye palette. I'm going to use this shade at the lower lash line. So I'm going to place this right above the lash line into the waterline, just to kind of connect it together. So I'm also blending this in my waterline. Sometimes this can give some irritation because the eyeshadow can come in your waterline or in your eyes. But it's kind of working for me. Now I'm using the Carnival eyeshadow again by Makeupgeek Cosmetics. This is the same shade that I also blended in my crease. So first I press this right underneath where I placed the black eyeshadow. And later on I will start blending this into the black eyeshadow. So today I was going for a pointy inner corner. I'm not showing this in all my videos, but today I wanted to show you a little bit of it. Maybe I can do a separate video on how to get a very sharp inner corner. Let me know if you think that's interesting. So I wanted to spice this look even more up, so I'm going in with Certifeye purple glitter. So I made my brush wet using some mixing medium gel by MAC, and now I'm softly pressing this underneath my lower lash line. Today I'm wearing Snobby lashes from my own lash company called Annytude. This is a new style that I have launched this month, and this is just the perfect look for smoky eyes in my opinion. So now I'm showing a little part of how I apply my lashes. If you want to see how I do it in a longer video, I have a separate video in it, which I will link down in the description bar. So this is the finished look with lashes on. I'm very happy with the end result. It felt like a very long time since I have done Cutcrease. Let me know what kind of eye look you want to see next. I have zero inspiration at this moment. Let me know if you want to see more Cutcrease or more neutral looks. Just let me know in the comments. This will be very helpful. So if you enjoy watching this video, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And of course, I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!